Hey everyone, welcome to Hollywood Buzz. Something wild just went down in Atlanta. Two key members of Beyoncé's team, her choreographer Christopher Grant and dancer DeAndre Blue, got robbed on July 8. They parked their rental Jeep near Krog Street Market, and when they came back, the back window was smashed and two suitcases were gone. But this wasn't just a normal robbery. Those bags had unreleased Beyoncé music, private tour footage, set lists, and expensive items like laptops and designer gear. Atlanta police tracked one stolen item using AirPods and found a red 2025 Hyundai Elantra, but no one's been arrested yet. People online are asking why such sensitive stuff was left in a car, but sometimes things happen fast when you're on tour. Cops are now reviewing fingerprints and footage. Let's see if the stolen music leaks or stays locked away. Now the big question everyone's asking, will there be a surprise drop of Beyoncé's unreleased music, or will they catch the thief before it leaks on Reddit or Twitter? Either way, this robbery might have kicked off drama Queen Bey didn't sign off on. Knowing how strict and private Beyoncé is, fans believe she's probably upset. I mean, those files could have had major stuff for future shows. So was she mad at her team or just the situation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. But honestly, it's not shocking. It happened in Atlanta, and locals know how common car break-ins are there. Still, it's surprising they left all that inside a rental car. Anyway, moving on to another story, things are getting wild again online. This time, it's about Chrisean and her baby. Some very serious allegations are trending. I won't show the documents for legal reasons, but according to leaked screenshots, medical papers claim Chrisean Jr. tested positive at birth for opioids, cocaine, and alcohol. Now I can't confirm if it's real or fake, but this is what's being said online. It's honestly heartbreaking if true. Alright y'all, let's talk about the serious claims going around about Chrisean and her baby. According to alleged documents shared by an account named King Case, which has since been deleted, the baby was born with several conditions like neonatal withdrawal, seizures, muscle stiffness, and even a vision problem linked to the brain. The files also say he's under the care of specialists in neurology, cardiology, and more. What's even more shocking is that these screenshots claim Chrisean admitted to using cocaine and alcohol during her pregnancy. The account also accused her team, and even Blueface of lying to the public about the baby's health. Some people believe it, others say it's all fake. As of now, nothing has been confirmed, but the story is blowing up on TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter. And yes, if these claims are true, hospitals are required to report such cases, which could lead to CPS or child welfare involvement. But real-life cases are not always as simple as we think. So for now, it's all still under speculation. So here's what I learned. Just because a baby tests positive for drugs at birth doesn't mean they're taken away immediately. Hospitals must report it to CPS, but then it depends on many factors. Is the baby safe? Is the parent trying? Are they in treatment? If things look stable, CPS might allow the baby to stay while checking in with the parent. If these claims about Chrisean are true, and she's doing what's required, she may still have custody. But let's be real, none of us know if the documents are real. Everything is still alleged. A lot of people are dragging Chrisean online, saying she's not doing enough for her baby. But truth is, she doesn't owe the public any explanation. Still, I really hope that baby is getting the help he needs. That's what matters most. If you've seen the screenshots on TikTok or Twitter, let me know. Do you think they're real? That's it for now. I'll catch you in the next story.
Chrisean Rock. So there's been some medical documents that have been released that people were saying are the medical documents of Junior, Chrisean's son. I'm going to tell you where to go to watch this on YT in a minute. So I don't know if these are actually Junior's medical records, but I will say that the medical records appear to have been written by a medical professional, just the terminology that was used and stuff. Okay? I do believe there's somebody's medical records, all right? Now, the one thing that makes me a little leery about it is it says that the mother admitted to prenatal substance abuse, and it listed some substances that she admitted to. I just find it hard to believe that Chrisean would ever even admit that.
So allegedly, Chrisean Jr.'s medical records been leaked. I don't know how true it is, but it's saying that he got all type of stuff and how she was being neglectful. But my thing is, if the doctors test the babies after they were born and they see that something, like if she was doing substances or something, she would have had to suffer the consequences. So I'm not sure if everything is true or not, but whoever did leak that is about to face some serious charges because the HIPAA laws. Like, why would y'all leak that anyways?
So apparently somebody that leaked Chrisean Rock and Jr.'s medical records from when he was born, listing the list of issues that he had. One of the issues being alcohol fetal syndrome, another one dealing with his ophthalmology, dealing with his sight, something else dealing with pulmonary, dealing with his lungs. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, there's so much fake news going on right now. I'm going to take this with a grain of salt, even though the person who posted it tagged Blueface and Carlissa in it. Also proving that she didn't take no prenatal vitamins when she was pregnant. Listen, y'all, when you have a baby, there are so many tests that are performed during, after your labor, right? So if the doctors found something that could have been a cause due to the neglect of the mother, she would have had some type of consequence. Chrisean suffered no consequence, which is why I take this so-called news with a grain of salt. But we all know something going on. So I don't know if the hospital that she had the baby at, it is a well-known hospital for celebrities, and they do tend to cover shit up. But I'm pretty sure nobody not about to risk losing their license, misdiagnosing a child who's clearly having all of these difficulties and developmental delays. They're not gonna write something like, oh, the baby is healthy, when the baby not healthy. Like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they had advised her to get the baby certain kind of help, and they probably worded it on the paperwork as if it was natural causes and not due to the neglect of the mama. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? All I know is there's a story going around showing fake or true diagnosis and records from the baby. I don't know. But I'm gonna look more into it, y'all. I'll come back if they, if it's true or not.
Okay, who's out here breaking HIPAA laws? Apparently, there's some medical records of Chrisean and her baby floating around, and I don't know if it's true. This is all alleged, but I'm just gonna share what I learned. Maybe, allegedly. So it says that the baby suffers from fetal alcohol syndrome and neonatal abstinence syndrome. So neonatal abstinence syndrome is basically the baby is withdrawing from opioids, some sort of drugs, but they're thinking either opioids or cocaine in this case. And allegedly, but he also allegedly suffers from spasticity, which is like a neurological disorder that makes it hard for people or babies to move their limbs. He also suffers from seizure disorder and CVI. Now, CVI is cortical visual impairment, which is just it means that a part of his brain has been damaged, the part of his brain that controls his vision. So he has blindness. Like, a lot of people, I've heard people say this, but I just didn't believe it. But oh my God. It also says that he should be in palliative care. Now, I work in hospice, and a lot of people, they believe that palliative care and hospice is interchangeable, but it's not. The palliative care kind of focuses more on prolonging the life of the child or person in general. But in this case, if he should be on palliative care, he's got a very serious medical condition, and she needs to be taking care of him. How? As a mother, do you know these diagnoses, or do you know any of this information about your son and not help him in any way? Continue to live the same lifestyle that you lived before you had him. When you become a mother or father, but in this case, we're talking about mothers. When you become a mother, your life changes. You need to change, to adapt, to make sure that you are putting your child above yourself. Especially someone who has the serious medical issues that Junior has. Pathetic. She's pathetic. But all of these things are incredibly serious. I have literally no words. Chrisean disgusts me.